Hello, welcome to another week of writing and publishing LitRPG and romance and science fiction in Germany. It's Monday and I'm at the cafe. I'm at a different cafe because Mondays my neighborhood cafe is closed. I'm close to the Berlin main train station right now. I came like 20 minutes ago, so around 11:30. Before heading out of home, I had some breakfast, and while I was having breakfast, actually smoothie, I looked at my emails. I saw that one of our longest running romance series had its last book ready by the proofers, so I formatted it and I put it up for publishing. I think a week and a half from now. It looks like for the next couple of months we will have one romance book come out every week, which is good. I just need to follow up on some emails over this week to make sure that we will have a steady flow of romance books, and I think romance is a genre that can take more than one release per week. I'm trying to limit one LitRPG book per week for LitRPG, because it's not the market is not big enough, and I think that our releases would be cannibalizing each other's sales if I do so. It doesn't mean that nobody else is publishing LitRPG, but I think this is a good number for us at the moment. At least the people who are following us have one book per week, and there are some that read one book per 1 day, per 2 days, but this is not the vast majority that we're going after. Anyway, so I don't have many more emails. Actually, I don't have any emails. I'm just waiting for translation of some titles from one of our translators for our sister series. Once they give it to me, I will send it to the author, and they will send me the new covers. But other than that, I'm just going to work on the editing my book. I don't think I will write yet. I like doing the editing right now. I don't think I will be doing another pass, but the thing is, I usually hate editing, and this time I'm enjoying it, and I'm adding some, there are continuity issues, there are some typos. I go through it with Grammarly and all that, but also I'm adding some style, which I had not really done. I had done it, but not to this extent. And fixing the prose, making it tighter, it's just an enjoyable process now. So I'll have one coffee here and then maybe move to a different cafe, do some more editing, or deal with whatever comes along by that time. The time is 3:30, so 4 hours have passed. Around 2 hours after I sat down writing, I moved to a different cafe, which is closer to my place. It was just, a means of taking a break. I managed to edit 6 of my chapters. So this is making the text flow better, also doing a pass through Grammarly to find, the small, easy mistakes, grammatical errors, syntax errors, stuff like that, which because I want my editor to be able to focus on the bigger picture and the finer things when it gets to him. I also talked to him today. I asked him if Grammarly Premium might be worth it for me, because I got some premium suggestions by it, and I liked it. He said it might be good, especially because English is my second language. So I think I might try it, but I think I will wait until I've gone through the whole thing once and then just get it for a month, see if it's worth it. Yeah, other than that, I don't have anything more to do. I'll go home now, maybe grab a bite, go to the gym. It's good that I had time to work on my own words today, but at the same time I realize that this will not always be the case. So if I start writing again, it might be that I have time to write one day and not the next because of the publishing business. This is something that I need to figure out, be it by training someone to take over the biggest chunk of the tasks that I need to do and focus on writing, or even going one step before that, see what it is that I want to focus on, because I like both. It's just that writing can be less motivating, especially when you're in the middle part and you don't have any feedback, you don't have any sales, you don't have any reviews coming in, people saying that they like it or stuff like that. So I guess this is something that I need to figure out at some point. Okay, that's it for Monday. Good morning, it's Tuesday and I'm on my way to the cafe. It's exactly 10 o'clock and I'm bringing Poco with me. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. The weather seems to be turning. Let me get this. So we're going to the cafe. I checked. Oh, we know those dogs. I checked my emails yesterday. Usually, if it is an email that's supposed to be easy, I just reply, or at least I set it out to go at 8 in the morning of the next day. But I decided that this week I'm going to stop working after I say I'm done for the day. So yesterday that was around 4, I think. Yeah. So the plan is to eventually stop working at 3 o'clock. So this gives me time to go to the gym or, play some games or whatever. And because just like any corporate job, the job of the publisher would never stop. Essentially, you would always find things to do, even if it's small things. But the way that I carry out this task is not constant, it's not focused, so it will take me more time. And anyway, I need to do it so I can do it the next day. And that's what I'll try to do. So having checked my emails, I know that we got the reports for the audiobook royalties for last month. So I need to prepare the reports for all of the authors, how much is their cut, and then on Friday we'll be getting this money. So on Friday I'll be ready to put that amount to the side, to the sub accounts. I also saw that I got 2 emails from authors that want to move to the next step of the process for publishing their books, meaning they saw our contracts they haven't seen our contracts, but they have agreed to our terms. So that's the numbers, how much they'll be earning, where will they get paid, how long does the contracts last. So they've agreed to that, and now I should send them contract drafts so they can see the specific language. And I think this is the most important part, because they need to understand what they're signing up for. There is no traps or anything, and they if someone wants to have it looked by a lawyer, that's good practice in general. So nothing is done, and this process usually takes 1-2 weeks. But it's good to see that we have movement, and that the efforts that I did on signing, at least finding new romance authors, is paying off. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing some research on the big catalog of a romance books agency, and I emailed them, I think 30 series that we're interested in. They emailed me back that 6 of them have already accepted, and I sent them the contract. And since then they have not replied. So our relationship so far was very professional. So I don't think it's they didn't like something at the contract and they just are ignoring us now. I think it's it's probably something like someone got sick, or I don't think they're on holidays, because maybe they would have put out of office email, maybe not. But yeah, I need to email them again. And I think that's it. Maybe I'll do some editing. I don't remember if I got my book, my craft book, Making Every Word Count. I started this while I was on the train back from Poland. Actually, it looks good. It looks like a good book. I don't think I have it with me. So if I'm done with my tasks, I will just continue editing. I feel like I'm doing some good progress there. So maybe if I get tired of editing, I will just switch to writing. So maybe this is a secret sauce. I need to switch between editing and writing so that I'm always having fun. Alright, we're almost there. The time is 1:45. We're heading back home. Poco was a nice talking today. It was a productive day. I only edited one chapter of my own book, but I replied to all of my emails. Everything is done. The reports are taken care of. I also updated our ROI sheet, which is like a master file where I can see at a glance which series has made its in return of investment in terms of translating costs and audiobook production costs. Also, the agent that hasn't replied to me got back to me. They are in so London Book Fair is happening right now, so they are there, and I guess they were preparing for it, which is why they didn't reply. And also the contract was being looked at by their lawyers. They will send me their lawyers' feedback later today when they get back to their hotel room. Also, I followed up with another author. She is going on holidays. She is willing to move forward, but he has a couple questions after having seen the contract. We will be setting up a call at some point later this month. The day she's coming back from holidays, I'm going on holidays, so that will have to wait. And another romance author who's writing primarily shifter romance series came back to me. They agreed to the terms. I sent them the contract and what the next steps would be. I think this is pretty much it. I'll go home, edit probably another chapter, and then spend the rest of the day gaming, because that's how I want my days to be from now on. It's Wednesday and I'm going to the cafe. It's a beautiful day today. I had breakfast and checked my emails. The time is almost 11 now, so I managed to do some work before moving out. I had a couple messages from one of our designers. The covers for a trilogy that we'll be putting out in English sometime this year are almost done. At least I think the final form of the ebook version is done, and this is going to be a trilogy that I had written with Zeus as the main character. I worked on it some. The book had the series had some elements that I did not like. We changed those elements in the story, and we will be putting it out hopefully in the next 3 months. Now that I have the covers, I can create the actual files and then also pitch them to audiobook publishers in case they want to pick that up. And what else? I spoke with the narrator who's redoing my first LitRPG series, the Apocosmos series. We had a conversation about the scope of the work and, challenges in general. I guess it's not related to this project, but in general, working with yourself and working while doing something else. When you're doing projects like that and it's not your full-time thing. I hope I helped. Yeah, so I'm just happy, I guess, to be in the position where I can say, you know what, you got this, take your time. Because I think that essentially something similar happened with the first narrator, and I wasn't as understanding. At the same time, that narrator wasn't as communicative about the situation, and I know I could have handled it better. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that knowledge over the years should make us better, and we should include this in relationships we have with people we work with. And if we don't, then I don't know, what's the point doing the same thing for years on end? That doesn't sound like fun. Anyway, I'll get on with looking into the covers, because I saw that they also sent us some box set covers for our romance, one of our romance series. I think we'll be publishing book 8 of this series soon, so it's time that we start, refreshing it with some box set releases. And yeah, then probably I will edit some chapters, maybe read a chapter from the craft book that I have. What a beautiful day it is today. The time is 2:30. I'm heading back home. It wasn't as productive as I would have liked to. I did do a lot of work, but not on the book. I only managed to edit one chapter, and it's a powerful chapter. I'm really liking what I've done so far. Look at that guy. It's like he's doing yoga. Anyway, I like the book so far. I forgot pieces of the story and like the connections between the characters. I don't know. It's just when you get into the weeds of the story, you tend to forget the passion that you've put into it, and also think that it sucks. But now that I've taken a break and looking back at it again, I really like it. I'm like, yeah, Dimitri, you're writing a good story, which is great motivation. So apart from that, the trilogy that we will be putting out later this year, I talked with a couple people who are doing virtual assistant tasks, and I think they will be taking over the workflow of putting this book up for Royal Road. which is it's a website where you can post your stories and people can read them there for free. They will be taking over that process, mainly because I don't want to deal with feedback, negative feedback that is. So essentially they will be posting the chapters there, and they will be coming back to me with constructive feedback. So essentially there will be a filter between me and the trolls. Also, it takes some time to post these things, and I don't have time, or rather I don't want to use my time there. What else happened? There were some issues with the covers. I sent them back to the designer, and I also realized that I had not written the blurb, so they couldn't create the paperbacks, and so I sent them. And I think that's what we did today. And now I'll go home, maybe grab a bite, maybe edit another chapter or game for a bit, then go to the gym. I was planning on going for D&D today, but it was cancelled, so I guess it's going to be a easier day. Yep. It's Thursday and I'm on my way to the cafe. It looks like it's going to be a slow day. I had to format our LitRPG release for next week. The beta readers and editor marked it as complete yesterday. It was like half an hour work. I just needed to set up the next pre-order, stuff like that. So that is done. Next week I'll be on holidays. Ideally, I would like to set up the release for 2 weeks from now, because the deadline for that is next Sunday. I'll see if we have anything ready by that time. Other than that, we don't have any other emails, so I think I'll just respond to one of our beta readers' feedback that I have pending, and then get on with editing the book, my book, or something might come up. Okay, so I sat down and checked my calendar, and I completely forgot it's Thursday. I mean, I knew it's Thursday, but I didn't realize it's Thursday. So today we have 2 releases. One of them is a new LitRPG series. It's called Mark of the Critic by Think Twice. I loved the first book. I heard it as an audiobook in English, so I asked the publisher for the rights, so we translated it, and the book is live now. I made all the social media posts. The newsletter will go out later, and the second book we're putting out today is a romance book from Marion Vaba. It's a 3rd book in her Briefia and Dominic, so Letters to Dominic series. It's a beautiful series. I made the post for this as well. The newsletter will be going out later on. I also replied to a beta reader that had sent me some feedback about one of our translators, and at this point I will start editing my book. It doesn't look like it, but it's really warm here. I hope that it either rains or it becomes sunny, because this meeting ground thing is okay. So now to work. Hey, the time is 3:30. I'm done for the day. Actually, I started working like 2 hours ago. A friend came by the cafe. We had some coffee, we chatted, and then I went home, had lunch. I'm working with Poco. I edited 2 or 3 chapters, I think, from my book. I think I'm ready to start writing again. But since I'm going on holidays next week, I think I'll just postpone it until we're back. So it was a relatively quiet day. After the promotions and the editing, there wasn't much work. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll just go home. Maybe try to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm planning on starting the Hogwarts Legacy game. As like research for my own book, which is Magic University. And I also pre-ordered a game that it's already out for Steam, but I pre-ordered this for Switch. It's called Spellcasters University, I think. Again, for research. I hope the Taxman agrees. I hope the Taxman sees this research. But yeah, that's pretty much Thursday. It's Friday, and I'm already at the cafe. Time is 10:30. Looking at my emails, there isn't much incoming, which is good. I'm seeing an email from a gentleman. He's a German reader, and he primarily, or maybe only, reads paperbacks. So as soon as he realizes that a book has been released in ebook format and not paperback, he emails me, which is what happened with yesterday's release. Sometimes these things fall through the cracks. Once I have the book ready, I need to let the publisher know the number of pages for the paperback cover, and they create it to them and send it to me. So in this case, they haven't sent it yet, and this guy just emailed me. So I sent a reminder email to the publisher to create the paperback contract. Other than that, I got a Facebook message from an author he's a German author. They just published their new book, and so for LitRPG we have a Facebook group where people can post, people can engage, readers can engage with other readers, and also that's where we post our new releases, and of course other authors can post their releases as well. And I thought that I had pre-approved him for posting that, but I hadn't. So yeah, he just told me, just so you know, you haven't pre-approved me. I did now, and their post is live. The reason I put up pre-approving posts is because there was a lot of porn postings there from bots. Anyway, now it's up, and the Kindle unlimited page read rates are up for last month, so supposedly I should be able to create the reports for last month's royalties, which means I will download all of the royalties for last month and create sub reports for each of the authors. If this is not ready yet by Amazon, then I'll just go on with editing my book. Yeah, it's a good sunny Friday, and I'm done. You might notice that the weather has changed. This is because it's not Friday anymore, it's Saturday. I just forgot to make a closing video for Friday. So yeah, let me take care of Poco. Yeah, so I'm taking Poco for a walk, and just started raining. It's not the greatest time to film, but yeah. Yesterday, after I left the cafe, at the cafe first I managed to edit 2 of my chapters and carry all of the admin tasks that I had. Later that night, we received the audiobook money, which comes in at around the 15th of the month. So I was able to transfer the funds. I had already done the reporting and knew how much each author is going to take. So I transferred the funds to their sub-accounts. Usually, I wait for the conversion rate to be just right or to be favorable from US dollars to euros, because that's how we're storing those amounts, or in general. But yeah, this time the conversion was quite okay, so I converted all of the amount that was needed, and as per the advice of an author friend, I am not converting everything all at once when I think it's favorable, because the next day it might be even better, but instead I spread them out, so 1,000 every day, 2,000 every day. This way I get the average, which is, a safer way to handle money. Yeah, anyway, so after the cafe yesterday, I organized a trip that I'm doing to Dublin later this year, and then we went off to watch The Persian Thing. It was a great movie. In the meantime, I got an email from Amazon that we received a KDP All-Stars bonus, which is rewarded. It used to be rewarded at least to the books that had the most page reads for the month, and we got this for 2 books. So I'll be happy to give that extra to the author. And also the reporting for last month's royalties is ready. So I'm taking a cafe now, and I'll be going home to prepare the reports for last month's royalties. And I think this is pretty much it. Thank you for joining. I hope that you liked the video, and I hope that you will come again. And see you next week. Okay, bye.